Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great milestone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakahakodash. Alright, let's get into this real quick.
First of their kind, transgender dolls are set to debut in Minnesota classrooms this fall. The taxpayer-funded paper dolls come with genitalia that can be removed and then swapped out. A therapist at the University of Minnesota Medical tells the New York Post that they spent over a decade developing the dolls. The goal is to help kids, quote, learn about the different options that exist for who they can be. The website for the dolls promises to, quote, make gender fun. It says they were designed for clinicians and educators and lists their purpose as therapeutic play and gender identity exploration. They'll reportedly be in classrooms with kids as young as 4. First of their kind.
You see the evil and the wickedness that has been happening on the earth so far. Alright? This one smiling, grinning, like they're so happy to see these type of things taking place. Alright? Now there's nothing too long I'm doing here. Alright, just straight to the point. Because hey, when we see shit, we had to reproof it, rebuke it, alright, and warn you people to stay away from this wicked type of behavior. Alright? Because this is the things that is going to come to you all. Alright? Is destruction, is a wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that is going to come upon this earth. Alright? For this type of wickedness.
First of their kind, transgender dolls are set to debut in Minnesota classrooms this fall. The taxpayer-funded paper dolls come with genitalia that can be removed and then swapped out. A therapist at the University of Minnesota Medical tells the New York Post that they spent over a decade developing the dolls. The goal is to help kids, quote, learn about the different options that exist for who they can be.
Yeah, what they're doing, they're giving you options. And this is to show you the people that rule in today, right? The Caucasians, right? The so-called white man, the top banking families, alright? The Edomites, right? They are funny, right? They are not the Lord's people, alright? They are not the Lord's people. And this is what you just get when it is you're living in this Western society today that is ruled by them. Alright? I'm gonna get some scriptures here. This is and this will just be straight to the point. Alright? This is Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 14. It says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Alright? It says that which is crooked cannot be made straight. Alright? That which is crooked cannot be made straight. Who is crooked? Who is that crooked one that is ruling today? Esau Edom. Right? The Edomites. Alright? The top banking families, the elites. Right? They are crooked. They're funny. Alright? They bend all out. They can't, it's only folly, it's only wickedness that they know. Alright? And this is just to show you the type of people they are. Alright? It says that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. Right? This man, is a man that, if you pay attention to the things that they allow on the earth today, be however you want to be. If you want to be a dog, you could say he is a dog. If you want to be a cat, you could say he is a cat. Man on man, woman on woman, to them it's all good. Right? But that is wickedness in the sight of the Lord. Right? That is wickedness in the sight of the Lord's eye. Alright? Let me get one here real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 I'm going to start from verse 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right? Let's just jump down. Verse 4, it says, For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Why the Lord is going to bring all these things upon this earth? Verse 6, it says, For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Right? The Lord seeing the evils that is happening. Right? So the Lord doing what? He's bringing plagues, he's bringing famine, he's going to bring all these different scourges and all these things that coming upon the earth today because of the wickedness that is happening, that proceeded, right? The ones that is crooked, that is not right in their mind, that is doing evil in the sight of the Lord's eye, and causing the people to err, alright, causing the people to fall short and to do wickedness, giving them certain options. You could be, if you're born a man, you don't want to be a man when you're born. You could be a lady. If you're born a lady, you don't have to be a lady. If you want to be a man, you could be a man. This is the shit that they are pushing, right? This is the folly that they are pushing, alright? And this is why this place has to be trodden down. This is why this place has to be burnt up, alright? Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be burnt with nuclear fire for the wickedness, for their whoredom. Alright? This is the same kind of behavior that Sodom and Gomorrah did. Right? This is the same type of behavior Sodom and Gomorrah did. Let me just bring out this quick one here real quick. This is Jude 1 and verse 7, straight to the point. It says, Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Right? So what the Lord did, because what Sodom and Gomorrah did, we know Sodom and Gomorrah is full of a lot of wickedness, a lot of homosexual nonsense and whatnot, right? And what they do, they suffer a eternal fire. What do you think Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to get for the wickedness also? The same thing, right? The same exact thing going to come upon them. Alright? Let me get let's jump here now. This is Genesis 6 and verse 11. It says the earth also was corrupt before power. Right? Let's not select here. Let's jump up verse 5. Right? Genesis 6 and 5. It says, And power saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Right? Jumping down. Verse 11, it says, The earth also was corrupt before power, and the earth was filled with violence. And power looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupt his way upon the earth. And power said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them that behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Right? And there's no new thing under the sun. Alright, this is what you had to understand. There's nothing new under the sun. The things that happened before is happening again today. Right? But this time, this rulership that Esau is ruling in right now is coming. He's the last heathen is going to be ruling. Right? Because this man had a good amount of ruling that he did. But this is his last. Right? After that, he's going to serve in captivity for 1,000 years, and then he's going to be utterly destroyed, burnt up. Alright? He's not going to be existing anymore. Alright? Now this is for those that want to be part of this nonsense. This is Leviticus 18 and verse 22. It says, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination," right? Let's read it in the NLT. It says, "Do not practice homosexuality. Having sex with another man as with a woman, with it is a detestable sin," right? Same thing with women. Don't be doing them kind of thing with other women, right? This is nonsense. This is foolishness, all right? And these are the things, these are the type of characters and the type of characteristic you will get in the land of Babylon, all right? In the land of Egypt, all right? The land of Rome 2.0. This is the type of things that you will get, all right, which is abomination to the Lord, all right? So I will end this video here. Lord willing, this lesson here was edifying to the elect of Israel. I like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakahakodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who ruled well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abad Babal.